Hello my friends, and welcome to this update video. As you can tell, we're almost near the end of this year. Amazing, isn't it? And yet, at the same time, we got social media losing their shit like nobody's business, but hey, it's social media. Everybody's gonna lose your shit. So, like I said, this is an update video of sorts. Channel, life, it's all there. Okay. So first off, let's talk about the channel. So recently, as you can tell on the channel, I've been working on a lot of games. For the weekends, it's Robo Trek and Star Ocean till the end of time. I put up all the last of the disc one parts of Star Ocean till the end of time, and like I said, I'm going to take a break from that after I'm done. After I just finish the disc one part, and then this two probably right after. Oh, I don't know. Probably right after I'm done with East 8, because I've been working on a lot of backlog, especially on the PS4. And that backlog includes Ease 8. And where I am on that is the very start of Chapter 6. So, to be honest, I don't know what I'm going to do afterwards. I think I might consider after Ease 8. Oh, I don't know. From what I'm looking at, I might consider Nino Kuni if for another PS4 LP, or probably from the Kingdom Hearts Story So Far collection, probably like Birth by Sleep. I'm saying, yeah, probably Birth by Sleep, because that actually follows Kingdom Hearts 2. Birth by Sleep Final Mix, yeah. I might consider that. If not anything else, possibly Tales of Vesperia, if I feel up to coming back to that, because Tales of Vesperia is kind of a cursed game, and I say it's a cursed game because the last time I played up to Tales of Vesperia, and that's before I did his Let's Play, I played up to the very end of the game. And as soon as I was about to deal with the final boss, the game itself just, all its save data from that point corrupted. So, I'm sort of concerned about that. So, yeah, there's that. I also finished, as of recent, the River City Saga 3 Kingdoms game. And let me tell you, after you're done with moderate, then you can play up to, say, another difficulty like hard, then hot-blooded, then comedy, and it's like, no, I don't feel like playing it over. Just don't like the modes. And then there's China Heroes mode, which I'm showing it off. You won't see it till next week, but China Heroes mode is basically just straight up 9 stages. You're going straight through the game without story, with any character you want, and save for the characters that you can only unlock through going through the other modes like 4 times just to unlock other characters. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I think 14 parts is enough. So, with that, that's out of the way. Persona 3 Portable is still going, so therefore I'm taking breaks in between that. So, it's good because I've been, it's like a lot of content, you know. And sometimes in some of my parts, as you can tell, I kind of do school life and Tartarus. So therefore, sometimes it could be like of my own free will to go to Tartarus. Other times I'm going through a story. So mainly story here and then Tartarus there. So therefore, it goes without saying, oh, this is what I'm doing. Mm. And sometimes I lose track of time because, oh, hey, let me go get these characters. Let me go get the missing ones. That's where I am right now. And oh, let's work on the social links. That sort of thing. Basically, what I'm doing is just basically get as much mileage as I possibly can. I'm not really worried about what to do when it reaches a certain level. I'm just basically doing the following, which is getting much mileage as I possibly can throughout this game. I also have Persona 4 regular for PS2, so in the future I might consider doing Persona 4 vanilla and maybe down the line Persona 4 golden, same as for Persona 5 Royale. Possibly on here, if not on PS4. Well, most likely it is going to be on here over PS4 because, as you know, PS4 has a nasty habit of having spoilers. So therefore, once you get to in-game points, you can no longer record it unless you have a capture card. And I don't have a capture card on hand, so guess what? I choose the next best thing, which is be on here, get it on Steam, go from there. Makes sense? Makes sense. Let's see. What else do I still have going? I have RoboTrack. I have Star Wars till the end of time. Persona 4, Ys 8, Persona 3 Portable. I haven't started Persona 4, by the way. I'm just running off everything I got going on. I did say I was possibly going to do either Ni no Kuni or Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix. I also got some games that's some other games for PS2 that I might consider doing. Like, there's this one that was currently released on CD Romance called Goemon Successor of a New Generation. It was based off the GBA version. I remember playing that some years back. And I might consider doing that because I hadn't done a Goemon game in a long ass time. And the last Goemon game I've actually ever done was Legend of the Mystical Ninja. And that has been like years. So, wouldn't mind if I did a newer version of Goemon with an updated cast. Back when Goemon came out over here as Kid Ying, and the whole cast was Kid Ying, Dr. Yang, Yai, and I don't think Sasuke was ever introduced. Well, Sasuke was introduced, but they were just basically showing off the characters. Let's see what else is going on. Let me see what else. Mind you, that I'm looking through everything. I'm basically pulling it up through my head, so therefore it's like whatever I got, it's going. So we're talking channel, right? So for the start of 2023, I have part of Namco Cross Capcom and Shining Force IGZA up. So most of that is partially done. I pretty much see myself having that done like right around, I'm looking at excuse me, part of February. Get that done. Now mind you, everything I'm doing right now is pre-recording, so everything that I have ever done up to this point is basically good to go, and it's already up on the site and basically awaiting the day it goes up. So what I do is what I normally do after I'm done with making sure that all the feedback I get is basically there, you know, the audio feedback and, you know, mic feedback and, you know, that sort of thing. I make sure that's on the video just to make sure it's a-okay and good to go for posting. Most times I usually check that. Now back in the day when I had XP, I had issues. 7, little to no issues. But XP, I had issues back in the day when I was doing videos. When I was, you know, getting through my rougher LP years, my younger LP years. But now that I'm older in the LP world, well, that only means I can branch a bit. So that means I'm taking it a step further, you know, going as far as say, oh, well, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this. Let's see. We're going to stream this. We're going to play this. We're going to go on PS4. We're going to do this on PS4. We're going to do this on here. The account. We are going to play this on this console, this console, this console, and this console, and this console. I also have on hand a couple of, I think I pointed it out, but if I hadn't, forgive me. As far as emulators go, I do have one for Neo Geo Pocket and one for WonderSwan. Now the one for WonderSwan is called OSWAN. That's spelled O-S-W-A-N. OSWAN. So, you know, it's WonderSwan, so it's OSWAN. I think anything else I have as far as getting certain games running, like I'm still using Misen for mostly the hacks I have of certain NES games. If not JNES, it's gonna be, you know, Misen. So either way, it's still going to work. As far as anything else concerned, I still have Redream. I plan on doing Skies of Arcadia on the Dreamcast, not the GameCube version, but the original OG version. Same goes for Evolution 2 Far Off Promise, which was the other half of Evolution Worlds on the GameCube. I got quite a bit of Game Boy games I'm going to go through. And if you're wondering if I'm still using RNG Genome 2, not really. I just have it around, but you know, I don't really go by that. Even though it was, you know, it's a good suggestion, but if it has been working for me for all this time, why change it? I mean, I already got a 0 part ready for Persona 4 Vanilla, I should call it. But like I said, I plan to get into more of the Persona games. Well, not in the later ones, not the earlier ones. Because I'm already doing 3 portable. I might give FES a try. Might. Not sure if I am, but excuse me. If I get to downloading it and just give it a smell, give it a rough smell test, give it a make a zero parts are what I call the opening movie with the theme song and everything. As far as Tales are concerned, though, like I said, I'm kind of standoffish about Vesperia because of that one thing that happened to me, and that's never happened to me in a Tales game. So I might consider the following. I might consider going back to Symphonia because I started on Symphonia, like quote unquote Disc 2. What would be considered Disc 2 Symphonia. Or I might start up on Tales of Destiny Director's Cut, or as it's commonly called as Tales of Destiny DX, which is the PS2 port of Tales of Destiny. Now, I have no idea what's different between the PS1 version and the PS2 version because I've only played a bit of the PS1 version some many moons back. So it'd be quite interesting to see what the difference is when I get around to doing it. The same goes for anything else that I also plan on doing. As far as PS2 games are concerned. PSP, oof. PSP is gonna be, I'm taking a break from Wii because there's not much as far as what I would consider doing outside of Warriors as a Let's Play stream sort. But I thought about it, and like Wii doesn't have that much to choose from because it was more of a shovelware multiplayer sort of console more than single player, because most of the games you ever saw on Wii were mostly for multiplayer, and there were only a few handful that were really single player. So I might dig into my Steam library and see what I might consider doing for another LP of sorts. Now, I mentioned stream, right? So I've taken 2 weeks off. I'm still on this break because of Thanksgiving. Because I do not believe in overdoing it. Even though I have done it, I have overdone it on occasions, and I don't mean to do it. I don't mean to overdo it on occasions, especially if a certain game is so text heavy, it's really just going to run your voice out. And the main reason why I put myself on a holiday break of sorts is because of that. I don't want to overdo it, and I don't want to burn myself out. So therefore, seeing as, this one is Thanksgiving, yeah, I'm giving myself a break on Thanksgiving. Next one will be Christmas and New Year's Eve, so guess what? That also means I'm going to give myself another 2-week break. Because, Christmas and New Year's, they both coincide with each other, being a week apart. So therefore, nothing much is going to really change as far as that's concerned. And for those who don't know what I do on my stream I mainly do detective games. I do retro, mainly on mainly on Wednesdays and Fridays. So detective games follow the fact that they can either be like Danganronpa, um, anything from ye old Telltale games, even ye old. We're talking about Shadowgate, Deja Vu, or you know, or something to that, something out of point and click, basically point and click. That's what I call detective games. So that's why I call it Detective Monday, because those are the games I don't really do often, because they are hard. They are hard. Not hard as in difficulty, but it's sort of difficult to get into in some form. And sometimes it's like you need to take a break from point and click, and they can get very frustrating sometimes because of what you gotta hunt for, and you gotta have some notes on hand. So therefore, I always go with notes. So yeah, that means Phoenix Wright too. I probably will bring a Phoenix Wright game back. Don't know which one though. It will be one of the mainstream ones. Most likely, the one I haven't done yet is Apollo Justice. So if I do Apollo Justice, it'll probably be the 3DS one. Yes, so fear the cords of steel. Because I sure as hell gonna fear the cords of steel. That's for damn sure. Sir! Anyway. um, Wednesdays, excuse me. I have a bit of hiccup going on, so you gonna excuse me here. It's also quite cold here in California right now, so that too gotta fall into play. It's like 54 degrees here. It gets cold. Despite what anybody said, it does get cold after hours. I try not to overdo it as far as like get parts going and everything, but I try to get as much out as I possibly can, say a couple of weeks. So there's that. For Wednesdays, what I normally do are SRW games. Basically, it's chess. I mean, if you really want to look at it, that's what SRW is. It's really chess with a story. So therefore, whatever you come into my streams for. My streams are basically that, mostly on Twitch. I mean, I do have one that I rarely do on YouTube, but I mostly do it on Twitch. And like I said, most times I play retro. I don't do trendy because everybody else and their mama do trendy games. I'm not one of them. Okay? Okay. So, normally what I do on Wednesdays is that of, SRW. So therefore, I usually call it Super Robot Wednesday. Because most of the time I am playing an SRW game. So would that mean I would possibly maybe consider the later games? The PS4 games are definitely out. Now, if I had a Switch, I would kindly consider it because, if I had one, oh, you best believe I would do an SRW game on the Switch. if I had, the VTX collection. I don't have VTX. So I don't have VTX on Switch, so therefore I only have it on PS4, and I'm really limited on that. Plus, on top of that, I don't have a Switch, so there's that too. That's probably gonna be impossible future. I don't know how far. I don't know how future we're talking, but it's probably gonna be a future look into what I might consider. So I've heard Switch has some good games. I'm definitely staying away from Pokemon. That's for damn sure. Because, like I said, Pokemon is trendy. So, therefore, I'm staying away from all the trendy games. Because my channel's not about trendy games. It's about games of yesteryear. It's about games that aren't as popular as the big names. So, therefore, I'm keeping that into consideration when I'm streaming. Now, I'm also doing, what I've been doing for Friday is, Samurai Warriors, Sengoku Basra, that sort of thing. I have no clue of what I'm going. Well, I usually call it Fantastic Friday with a PHAN, like fantastic, like Fantasy Star, Fantasia, that sort of thing. I might want to change that up because I don't know. I might want to switch it up, but to keep into the fantasy theme, I'm probably going to keep that around just because. Now I might want to do other games outside of Sengoku, Samurai Warriors or Dynasty Warriors or something like that. But it will be kept in the same theme of anything else. Fantasy, Maybe Fantasy Star or some other RPG. Or maybe something else. I don't know. But I will definitely take a look. But if you do have anything reasonable as far as what you would like to see on stream, let me know in comments. Just please let it be known to not be as outlandish as stupidly possible. Keep in mind, not outlandish. So, another thing we need to point out is what time I stream, or where to catch it. So here we go with that. Now, as I said, I stream on Twitch, and it's under Pookie Izzy 79. That's where you can find me on Twitch. It's Pookie Izzy 79. Just like you find me on YouTube as Pookie Izzy 7. Just add 9 there. It's basically me. It's still me. It's just I got a tail. Consider the 9 as the tail. So I'm mostly on there 3 times a week because I don't believe in doing a stream a week because most people don't know, but streams are very taxing, and I don't like to really overdo it like I've been doing it for quite some time earlier this year, and I want to kind of cut down on what I've been doing. Like instead of doing, crazy hours of, 6 to 8. Cause, of that one time with the Great Ace Attorney, I might consider going back to the Great Ace Attorney, but being more mindful of how long the cases actually are. That also means, Danganronpa. So I'm not sure how. I pretty much feel like after I'm done with 2, no, I'm done. I'm not doing any more of Danganronpa after that. Because, like, this, Danganronpa is one of those kind of games that just leaves you of, huh? And when I'm streaming it, that's the end result. Like, huh? Especially when we get to the court cases. The court cases just go, huh? Like, the MO of why this person got killed makes no goddamn sense. Or why this person had to do it, you know. So it leaves you with a, huh? Reminds me of an anime Ryu was mentioning to me about called Horizon in the Middle of Nowhere. And I've only seen a few bits of it earlier, and it left me with a, huh? So there you go. Yeah. Yeah, it is that sort of anime. It just reminds me of those old timey animes from way back when in the 90s that make no goddamn sense, but they were just there. You know, that's anime to be there. Aside from that, you know, it really is just that awkward, weird, possibly more. I don't know. And my hot chocolate seems to be about ready. I'm not sure. I'm going to take a little sippy sip of this. Yep. Okay, it's good. I can continue. So, time. I usually stream around 4, 5 Pacific because I'm on the West Coast. So, I usually stream for about 4 hours at most. Like I said, I don't want to be overdoing it. So I feel like 3-4 hours is good enough. If I do a block of games, that would end up being at least 3 good hours, if not 4. And it's the same thing as if I was doing a session of Danganronpa or SRW. Mind you, SRW has questionable aspects of itself. Some stages are longer than others, some are shorter than others, so therefore I might do one session that might equal, say, one stage, or maybe one that will equal 2 stages. Or if I'm really feeling it, if I'm really feeling the flow of it and it's going good, I'll just do a 3rd stage just to say, you know what, I feel good about this. Let's end it on this note of, you know, doing, you know, 3 stages. Because, you know, one might be short, the other might be long, the other one might be short just to even it out. Or just one long one and then short one or whatever, or maybe just one, you know. And mind you, everything that I'm doing is, you know, sort of vocally stressful. So, when it comes to quote-unquote voice acting these lines, yeah, I have to act out these lines. It's the same thing with, you know, being a Let's Player. It's like, I gotta bring the story to life. That's what it is, you know. People don't notice, but if there's some people who complain about the Let's Player in general, don't. Because they're doing the one thing that kind of makes sense. They're trying to bring life to the game by their own voice. So respect that aspect about us, okay? The same thing with streamers. But the thing about streaming is, you know, it's more on a kind of level. It's more of on a competitive level. But it's hardly competitive because everybody is doing just about the same goddamn game almost at the same goddamn time. And they're doing all sorts of stupid shit. with the game. Either they're doing a speed run of it, or they're doing whatever with it. And I'm like, well, you're not getting this game? No. Well, you know, I don't care. It's like that sometimes. It do be like that. Some people would say, "Well, I'm playing this game. That's fine. Are you having fun with it? Yeah. Okay then. I don't need to know anything else. Like, I don't need to know how long you've been playing this. I don't need to know what you've been doing with it. The only thing I need to know is, are you enjoying it? Good? You are? That's good. Carry on then." That's what it comes down to these days with gaming. It's like I need to, everybody has to they have to log in everything that they're doing, and it makes no goddamn sense. Me, I'm like, okay, this is a good spot to stop here. That's me. I like to get to point A to point B. Not overdo it and not underdo it. Just get there within a certain reasonable time. That's my thing. I do it in my LPs and I do it on my streams. And like I said, when I do it on streams, it like a good 3 to 4 hours, depending. Like if it's during the week, like we're talking about Monday, Wednesday, it'd be 3 hours. If it was the weekend, I would go a little bit longer, but not too much longer. But it's just basically, if I'm feeling really good about it, if I'm having a great run, I'll go for a couple hours, but I won't overdo it. I got a lot of flack for that. It's like, my friends joke on me about that, but the only thing is, I'm like, well, they got a point. It's too long. It's too this, too that, but I want to get it done, and I want to do it in a way that makes sense. So, it's like with certain games, they start off LPs, then they go over to stream. If not that, they go into stream and then go into LP. So if you're wondering about that, that's all. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's just that it's my decision if I just want to say, you know what? You guys don't need to sit here and watch me play through this game. You can just see it on YouTube. That sort of thing. Just that, to me, I don't want to feel like I'm boring you, or the game I'm playing is not enjoyable. Because there are some games that aren't enjoyable. I have some games that are somewhat unenjoyable to me. And the opposite. They are enjoyable to me, but unenjoyable to some. It's like if I do a voice, most times when I'm playing a game and I have to read a lot of text, then I have to do it in a certain voice. Sometimes I would have to try to emulate the sound of the voice actor or the seiyu. And other times I don't have to do that much. So I try to make a close facsimile as humanly possible. If not that, just like, okay, well, this person sounds soft, delicate, sweet. So it has to sound like this, I have to basically picture it in my own head. It's basically just that, This is all behind the scenes stuff, if you want to know. This is all the stuff that I had to go through throughout the game, whether I'm doing it on a stream or LP. And that's with only story-based games, Now, if it's anything else, something that doesn't require that much text or anything, I'll just play through it. I'll just, you know, I was like, oh, you know, I'm just playing through it, you know, constantly talk, you know, ramble on, go into a tangent, whatever, just talk. Now, the only time I feel like I don't really need to talk is like if I have a sore throat. I don't have a sore throat, but you know, I don't want to like I said, vocally tax myself. And what I'm doing, you know, off camera anyway, is really vocally taxing. So, you know, there's that. And I do have to take care of my throat. So at the same time, my throat is a part of me. It's a part of what I do. My voice, when I'm talking about my throat, my voice is a part of me. It is what I do. So I had to take care of that. Okay, so like I said, I stream early, like say 3-4 p.m. at night or in the evening. So 3 over here would be 6 over there. And it's usually like prime time hours. So therefore, if you can catch me within say first couple hours, whenever you get in, you know I'm on. Don't worry about it. And for those who feel you missed it, don't worry. It's up on my YouTube channel a little after I'm done streaming. So therefore, you know, follow me on there if you feel like you missed it. Otherwise, you know, sub to my channel on YouTube. That's PookieIzzy7 on YouTube. And follow me on Twitch at PookieIzzy79. Or if you have social media, I usually post mainly on Twitter, so you know it's PookieIzzy7, basically on Twitter. Just that, just PookieIzzy7. Bam, that's me. I mostly keep busy on Twitter anyway. Just basically just going through that. I don't really use Facebook that much, but when I do, it's like usually it's like I used to be very avid on Facebook, but since my old account got hacked into, I don't really use it that often. So my actual account, you know, I have my new account. I usually like just you know, I'm good. So if you're following me on PookieIzzy7, don't follow me there. That's hacked. So follow me on PookieIzzy79 on Facebook. That's me. I mean, PookieIzzy7 is or was me, but that got hacked, and I have no way of trying to unhack it. Because, well, one thing is, the phone that it was connected to, the number that it was connected to, no longer works, and plus the password no longer works. So there's that. So whatever the hell is going on over there, well, it just ain't happening. It just ain't happening now. It really is. So I'm gonna have to get that up. I'm gonna have to get that updated one of these days. Aside from that, I think that's all the channel business I have to talk about. But don't worry, if you really want to know, I'll have it all in the description box below. So therefore, those feel like you need to follow. I also have a book too called Legacy of the Seven Stars, The Stars of Great Virtue. It's also out on Amazon.com. You can either buy it as hardcover for $15 or digital for half as much. Or I think it might be $10 for digital, 15 for hardcover. You know, only if you feel like you want to. Go right ahead, try it for yourself. You know, it is my first book. I've still been working on it since then. It's just life has been very busy, and you know, between what I've been doing outside of here, you know, it's just been really crazy. Speaking of life, that's up on the agenda following the channel update. So we're going to the life update. Okay, life update. I have been pretty busy the last couple of weeks between October and November. Last week was the last time I went to a wellness course, and this wellness course was about chronic illness. Now, since I personally have a chronic illness, if it doesn't know, cerebral palsy is considered a chronic illness. Epilepsy is also considered a chronic illness. So, you know, I have to deal with this, as well as what I also got on me, which is type 2 diabetes. The one thing I don't do very often is the one thing I plan on not doing to myself is thank you, computer, for letting me know you're doing a great stand-up job. The one thing I'm not doing to myself is I'm no longer eating the wrong things. Like before the operation, before all that happened, I am no longer eating the wrong things that I used to eat. I'm now eating better. I'm now saying things totally different as far as my health is concerned. And that 6-week course I actually graduated from because amazingly and oddly enough, I got my diploma for it. And it's basically like well, it's not like a real diploma, but it does have the seal of Los Angeles, California on it and whatnot. So I guess it's my diploma, so I'm not sure. But it just shows that, you know, you completed this course for 6 weeks. Congratulations. And I can say without anything else I can say, I'm okay with that. I am not normal by any stretch of imagination. And I said this on my Facebook page. I said, I have something that I literally grew up with. And it happened through surgery. So therefore, I have cerebral palsy. I've had it for years. I've had it all my life. Nothing was ever done about it because, oh, hey, your parents got you. Don't have to worry about it. Until they pass, then all of a sudden, I need help. It's difficult to actually get around, especially after the fact that, oh, I can't walk as far as I used to. I don't have the same feeling as I did prior to that. You know, I have to use the bus. I have to do this. You know, I really do have my shortcomings, and I can say I am okay with that. I am okay with having this shortcoming because I can't walk long distance like I used to. Now without a care in the world. Now I'm getting older. Yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. And, you know, it's like, nah, I can't. that's just one thing I'm just not going to do to myself. I'm not going to run myself ragged because I've already did that when I was in my 30s. I'm now in my 40s, and I'm almost reaching the halfway point of the 40s. And the one thing I should have been doing was taking it easy on myself. But that's what I'm really fighting for right now. As far as everything else is concerned, I'm fighting to get my benefits. So therefore, I'm doing what I have to do for myself to make sure these benefits come into play so I can get on with my life. I want to continue doing this. I want to continue writing. I want to continue voice acting. I want to do something that doesn't put so much stress on me, that doesn't, that doesn't make me go into a nervous wreck. And I want to make something of it. You dig? It basically is what it is, and I wouldn't mind if I had a little something coming in for myself, just so, oh hey, I can order out. Oh, if not that, oh hey, I can go to IHOP. Oh hey, I can do this. Oh hey, oh, why don't I get something for the house? Why don't I get myself some steam cash while I'm at it? Why don't I do, little stuff, little stuff, big stuff, stuff in the middle. I would love to do a little something for myself, a little something extra for myself. But I still gotta wait till, everything else falls into place. And one of the main things I still have to do is I still have doctor's appointments that by the end of this year, which isn't that long. I have a doctor's appointment coming up on the 1st of December. So, it's basically a checkup on how I've been handling myself as far as, food is concerned and everything. There's another one. I have another call coming in, not right now, but, I don't know what it's about, but it's something, So whatever it is that I have to do, I have to do it. I have to make sure. Oh, hey, yeah. And let me tell you, I gotta keep fighting. That's all I'm really doing. I'm constantly fighting just to say, give me what I want. Seriously, give me what I want so I can help out more around here. So I wouldn't feel like I'm doing nothing with my time. It's not like, oh, I'm a slacker. I say, no, the thing is, I've been going through a lot. And I don't feel like I want to deal with anything other than what I should be dealing with. And what I want to deal with is what I'm doing on here. Because basically, this is quote unquote my workspace. And I enjoy what I'm doing on here, making videos. I enjoy putting Let's Plays together. I enjoy streaming, I even enjoy the comfort of watching old movies and TV shows of the 1950s, 60s, 70s, the previous generation, I prefer, watching older stuff than the newer stuff because there's hardly anything new that's worth watching anyway. So there's that. And, I just want to, just enjoy it. Just enjoy it for what it's worth and, whatever I have coming in, oh hey, here, this will help for this. Take my share, do whatever the hell I'm going to do with it. Most likely, just, basically go out and eat, enjoy myself. One thing I'm just not going to do is go out to a movie. Because, really, I have no qualms in going out to a movie, but there's no real reason why I should go and deal with a movie. Especially how movies are these days. They're trash. And I don't feel like wanting to deal with a movie that's just not worth watching. I mean, there's some that are worth watching, but most times I don't see myself just going out and watching movies. So therefore, oh hey, I'm going to get myself some more DVDs. If not that, I'm going to go watch on YouTube. I can always find a good movie on YouTube or a good series I can just binge watch on either YouTube or Crunchyroll. And I think I'm just going to do that right after I'm done with this video. And then I'm going to put it up. And by the time you see this video, it'll be right after I'm done with the Kunio-kun series, which it's already up. I'm just waiting for the last few episodes to pop on up so I can just, there you go. This is what's going on. Here you go. But as far as everything else, I mentioned, yeah, my life has to go on. Because there are plenty of other things I want to do in my life that I would like to do for myself. And I want to be able to enjoy it to the fullest. Whatever that is, in however way I do it. Within the realm of good taste. And legally. Because, I don't want to be thrown in jail for something, something illegal, okay? So that said, yeah, I'm not going to apologize for how long this video is because I'm not. I really am not. I have a lot that I basically went through and I'm still going through, and I just got to take it one day at a time. And, that's all there is to it. So with that, I have been your friendly neighborhood Tenkaichi, and this was possibly the last channel update you'll ever get to hear from me for this year until we get to close to 2023. Then you'll hear an end of the year update from me again, which will be the last time you'll hear from me in 2022 until 2023 pops up. So until next time, my friends, have a great, safe, and wonderful Turkey Day. Stay at home. Literally, stay at home. Don't put your dumbasses out there at risk. Don't be like the rest of them idiots out there. No. Keep your ass at home. Okay? Until next time. See you next game. God bless. And as always, Tenkai Muso.